for manufacturing, apparel manufacturing, because China has become expensive. China has issues with the US. And there are brands, in terms of geography, we have some real benefits. And so when we bring in, for example, if we bring in 10 million orders, there are factories here waiting for work to do. Some of these factories employ up to 2,000 people. So it's to go in and bring distribution that affects the rest of the industry here.
I like that. Now, coming to possible opportunities, partnerships we can look forward to after Momentum 2026, Emma.
Yeah, so definitely we're looking to build international connections with other curators out there to see what exchange programs we can facilitate or set up. We're also looking to be able to just promote, because it's one of the big attractions for that is a book fair, and most of the creatives here are getting into publishing. So it's like, how do we build that bridge where some publications from here can go there immediately? I'm not sure what the setup looks like, and it's still conversations that we're having, but just having conversations and networks that see how to promote our storytelling, whether it be through publishing or through programming, cross-programming, are things that we're looking to have. And so these conversations are things I'm eager to have with other people who have done it on a bigger scale, have done it much longer, for 20 plus years, and what systems they have built to support their works, and come back with that learning to help our creative ecosystem here, but also just to come back with partnerships that enable practicalizing those lessons here in Ghana. So those are some of the opportunities.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now let's talk about expansion plans. 2, 3, 5 years from now, what do we want to be seeing for Republic of Africa and even where Ghana? And in 2, 3, 5 years from now, where do we want the international All African Women Poetry Festival to be, and as well for you, Emma, in general, as a culture curator, what are you seeing in the future for you as a brand and also the brands you're building? Okay. Who like to, Iralim, start with you.
Okay. So for Republic of Africa, I mean, we're building legacy with this brand. And so we measure our impact not only in the revenues and the profits, but also in the solutions that the community we are building starts to work on for Africa. Let me paint the picture of, in terms of the clothing, what we see the next 3-5 years, that you are walking down the street of Nairobi, you are in Tokyo, you are in London, and it's not strange at all to see the clothing on the streets. It's normal. It's the same way, small. Now you can be in a club in some corner in Europe, and they are playing Afrobeat heavy, right?
Yes.
That's what we are trying to build, and we are not building it for us alone, because a big part of our business model at Republic of Africa is working with other African creatives in different ways. So, for example, a year down the line, and we're already making merch for one of our favorite newspapers. It's South African based, The Continent. We are buying fabric from a woman in Benin, handmade indigo, which is a natural dye fabric.
Wow.
So it's looking for interesting ways to work with Ghanaian creatives, and then using the profits from all those products to put it into the community that we are building to solve problems that we are passionate about, and leaning into some of the problems that we are passionate about. Last year, we did the Galamsey collection. It was our way of protesting this thing that will kill us if we don't stop it.
Yeah.
And so with this opportunity for Africa Fashion Week, for example, we are going to be doing some storytelling with the clothing that we are putting on the runway. And it's a story about environmental degradation. So we are calling it Remembering the Future. And it's giving us reason to pause and imagine what the future looks like if we go on the same trajectory, but also imagine if we do the right things, the glorious future that we can build, and we're doing it through what we know how to do, fashion.
I love that. Coming to you, Emma, what are our big plans for the future?
And I'll go back to a story from one of our editions. A lady from South Africa, from Nairobi, had come to Ghana for this festival the AAWP festival and had never heard about Efua Sutherland. Had never heard about her stories, her works, and the great things she had done for the literary ecosystem in Ghana. The festival became the eye-opening. 2 years down the line, this girl publishes a book, a collection, and is primarily inspired by the encounter she had when she got to interact with the estates of the Efua Sutherland estates in the family. There are stories like this, and there are so many young women across the world who are looking for platforms to tell their story. What we have done now is to open up the residency based of because it's a residency styled literary festival, and we want to focus more on growing the skill and the craft, because it's not enough to just be skilled at something. There has to be capacity building opportunities to actually build on the craft and link you to networks that support your growth along the journey. 5 years down the line, I think the quest is to execute quickly and not to stay too long on pivoting on some of these ideas. We piloted going to Kenya to interact with the audience there, and that was exciting, and we brought in a Kenya legend to Ghana as well. It looks like being able to network and move through hold iterations in different parts of the continent in the diaspora and have the conversations going, bringing Ghanaian or introducing Ghanaian literature to the world and bringing African-based stories back home, because we are all living almost a similar life, but we are not interacting. And so creates the platform big enough to house the interconnectedness and the exchange of stories within the continent and amongst us as a global people is what it looks like. It's also being able to secure the funding that makes this work possible. And I know that the consistency will yield that. I know that the structure and the systems will put that in place. So 5 years looks like automating our systems in a way that yes, we're relying on the human capacity of it, but we're also building it so that it can be replicated across, and having the stats and the data, like you're talking about, having the research on this to be able to publish it for people to get to see the economics of all that we're doing. So building an institution that supports the creative ecosystem in Africa, but starting from Ghana, is what the focus looks like.
I love it. I absolutely do. Time flies when you're having fun. So wrapping it up quickly, what can we expect on the runway when Republic of Africa and where Ghana hits that runway?
So like I hinted, it's a story that we are going to tell. And I don't want to give too much away, but we are, so for our Galamsey collection last year, we actually got artists from Nima to paint on fabric their emotions around Galamsey. And one of those artists was part of the 53 people who had been arrested when they went to protest. So you can imagine it's a really special fabric. And we are using some of that in the storytelling that we are doing on the runway. But we are telling a story of, this is the mess we are in. One of my favorite songs right now is from Falls, Naje. And I can't rap, but he says, I'm from a place where times are rough, where my life and your life, they don't mean much, or something like that. Anyways, but telling the story of the mess that we are in, and even how messier it will be if we don't stop and correct the things that we must correct around how we build, how we mine, how we take care of this environment that we've been blessed with, and then move it into what the future looks like. So by the end, the final look is glorious.
Amazing.
The glorious future that we will create together if we start to correct the things.
So when are we expecting your showcase?
Our showcase, the Republic of Africa showcase, is on Saturday the 22nd at 4 p.m.
Okay.
Please get your tickets. You can go to afwl.com, get your tickets. But there's a prelude to all of this. So on the 15th, we are partnering with another Ghanaian, Annie Betty's, to organize a very intimate event called the Standout Summit.
Okay.
So it will be fashion and it will be nutrition, fashion and nutrition, the Standout Summit. Please go on the Republic of Africa social media pages, Where Ghana social media pages. We are putting the links out there. The tickets are out on Eventbrite. Register to join us in London on the 15th for the Standout Summit, and join us on 22nd for the showcase at AFWL.
Amazing. And what should we expect at Momentum 2026? And what day are you on that stage?
It's from the 16th of August to the 22nd of August. It's a closed community, so that's not open to the public in that sense, but people can be around to attend. Other programming is happening around there. We're looking to make a case for cross-programming here in Ghana to bring African and Ghanaian stories to the global stage. And so that is pretty much the work that we're putting in, to take materials there to let people see what wonderful work we're doing here in Ghana and how we can collaborate with them. But also just on a very personal artistic level is having a private listening for my debut album, and so that will be done there as well. But it's just supporting us with following our socials and just letting people know there is an audience for the work that we're doing here, so that it makes a case for cross-programming. And so on AAWP Festival on YouTube, you can listen in on our conversations, but help us grow the numbers on that page. On Instagram, on TikTok, is the same, AAWP Festival. Also go to our website and see how you can support our journey, aawpfestival.com. Donate, come volunteer, because we're building a new team for the work going forward. So if you're eager to build with us, come build with us. If you have funds for us, bring it to us. If you have some wisdom too, that would help us structure better. Come, let's have a conversation, but support the work and promote the awareness around it.
Well, congratulations, both of you. I think the month of August, Ghana is really taking over the UK. Yeah, Ghana is taking over the UK, man. From concerts to fashion to poetry to everything else inclusive. This is really, really exciting. So if you are going to be in the UK in the month of August, you must be a part of all this excitement. Emma First of all is going to be having a private album listening as well, so go on to the social media pages at AAWP Festival and get all the details and be a part of that.
The album details will be on my page, Emma Ofusua.
Okay, Emma Ofusua on social media, and as well go to Republic of Africa and Where Ghana for more details on where Grace Agyemang, the founder of Republic of Africa, Where Ghana is going to be. And Emma, you have to give us a freestyle in 1 minute. So putting you on the spot. They are both representing Ghana at first at the Africa Fashion Week London on the 22nd of August. Find the details and be a part of it. And second, at Momentum 2026, we can follow all the conversations on social media on that particular showcase, and as well join for some of the private events that will be on the sidelines as well. But make sure you're tuned on all the details, and for all our UK-based audience. In fact, I was told, Oliver, I was told that, so a friend of mine went to the World Cup, and then also an Uber driver he took in Ohio or in New York or somewhere, who was tuned into 3 Lounge. So that's exciting, yeah. And apparently tunes in we're global, baby. So to all our UK-based audience as well, please join us at these very exciting events. Emma, you're on.
Lights, what are we working action. With? You have to feed me. You have to feed me with random words. As random as it gets, though.
Oh, okay. London.
Okay.
Fashion.
Okay. Something non-academic. Something very.
Okay. Jollof. I like jollof. Yeah.
Okay. So wow, AJ, you should have. I came here to talk about culture, people. Okay. So, we're working with London. Mm-hmm. We're working with
fashion. Poetry.
No. We're working
Jollof
with
and Gobe.
Jollof.
Okay.
Okay. People, this is not scripted, so if it comes out well, go flood my pages. If it doesn't, avoid it. But yeah, here we go. The world is looking. The global stages are lit, waiting to see our fashion walk the runway, soar in plain sight. The world is glaring, hoping to catch the flaws in our garments, hoping to spot the stains in our history, hoping to bring back to light the things we have fought endlessly to shelve. The world is paying attention to our stories, to our histories, to our messages, to our hopes. And so how dare you not tell your story on the global stages when the opportunity comes? What business does greatness have with modesty? What business do you have shielding yourself from the light? What business do you have not daring to be great in this time and age when the endless opportunities exist? When London calls and you are eager to run out of sight, stay in spot, tell your story as loudly as you would, because if you must live, take a breather, grab a bowl from the gobesela at the junction before you come with the gusto needed to blow the world away. If you must live, make it a fashionable walk. If you must tell your story, make it loud as possible. If you must live, make your mark in a way that we won't forget, because what business does greatness have to do with modesty and the timidity we hide behind when we sit and try to hide our lights under a bushel? We have no business doing that.
Hey,
Dear John.
hey, powerful. Hey, if I saw a message from Lois that we should let you have go for AfroConnect, but no worries, we'll come back to it. Actually, I've used the word AfroConnect there, but no worries.
Right.
But also, we'll invite you to our AfroConnect on Nkrumah Day on the 21st of September. We want to invite you to do something spectacular for us on the sidelines of the event. So what basically happens with AfroConnect is bring all the African embassies and Africans living in Ghana to Nkrumah Memorial Park to celebrate Nkrumah Day. So that's a concept around it. So we will continue this conversation. But Emma, that was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Ladies, thank you so much for coming through. Wishing you all the very best as you go for your different events. And may you continue to hoist the flag of Ghana high. May all that you plan for in London be 100 times more than you even imagined. And may you come back and tell us more about the big deals you signed.
We will be back with all the juice.
We love it. Well, if it's a birthday today, happy birthday. You share your birthday with some pretty amazing people. Getting into that now. Happy blessed birthday to Tilly. Have an amazing year coming in from Vision Boys. Enjoy your birthday, Tilly. As well, a happy birthday to you, Sandra. God bless you plenty. Have an amazing year. Also coming in from Vision Boy. And last but not the least, happy birthday to Mr. Danso. Mr. Danso of National Service Authority, Head of Finance. Wishing you all of God's goodness, blessings, and happiness today and always. Enjoy your day to the max. But you also have a birthday today.
Happy birthday to my dearest sister Esther.
Oh,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
See
Esther.
you in London soon.
Woo-woo. Ladies, thank you so much for coming through. My name is AJ Akwaku Sahwan. Did this with Oliver Lawson. And I'm on production. And we're back your way tomorrow with another wonderful edition of 3 Lounge. Leaving you with this one from Falls the Bad Guy as requested. It is titled Naje.